Thank you, sir. Sir, since I have very little time, I'm going to start with a few issues of my parliamentary constituency in Guntur. Then I'll get on to a few of the other general topics. Sir, the first one is Dugirala and Kolipara mandals in my Guntur parliamentary constituency are well known for turmeric production. Every year, the market yard in Dugirala receives 5 lakh turmeric bags, and turmeric is a source of direct income for 50,000 farmers in Andhra Pradesh. The most important component of turmeric is curcumin. The higher the curcumin, the better is the quality, and the farmer will get good price for that. The best quality turmeric will have 5 to 6% curcumin, but the turmeric grown in Dugirala and Kolipara contains about 2 to 3%. So, setting up of a turmeric research center in Dugirala will help to increase the curcumin levels to 5 to 6%. I've been requesting this for the last 5 years, and hence I request the Honourable Minister to please consider setting up a turmeric research center in Dugirala. Second, sir, I have also been urging, requesting and demanding for setting up of a chili board in Guntur, because Guntur is the leading producer of chili in the entire country. We produce about 25% of the global output of chili just in Guntur district alone, sir. It's the largest chili yard in the entire world. To address various issues, there is a need to set up a chili board in Guntur, and I request the Honourable Minister to please take the necessary steps to implement this. Thirdly, due to drought conditions in the country, the Kharif crops have not been planted so far. So I request the Honourable Minister to identify the drought-affected districts in the country and to provide financial and other support to farmers without fail, sir. Sir, finally, regarding Guntur, the tobacco farmers of AP are facing serious problems as they are not getting the right price for their low-grade tobacco. They are getting just 65 to 70 rupees per kg, which is a loss to them. So I request the Honourable Agriculture Minister to consider giving them at least 100 rupees per kg for their low-grade tobacco, so the sales of which have started in April of this year. Sir, now coming to a few other topics, and I won't take long. The first is regarding Narega. The Honourable Prime Minister may recall his first reply to the motion of thanks on the President's address in 2014, where he said that even after 70 years of independence, the UPA government, through Narega, had made the people of this country to dig ditches for their livelihood. Sir, the situation has not changed even after 5 years of NDA's rule. Instead, this government gave Narega a flagship scheme status and is continuing to make the poor continue to dig the very same ditches for their livelihood without improving their living standards. The rural development has got the 4th highest allocation in this budget, but if you look at the hike, it's just about 4.7% of the revised estimate of the last year. The allocation has gone up from 1.12 lakh crores to 1.17 lakh crores, an increase of just 5,474 crores for 70% of the population living in the rural areas is highly unjustified, sir. Sir, if you look at allocations for all the flagship schemes, shockingly, most of them have come down. For example, the allocation of Narega has come down from 61,084 crores in 18-19 to 60,000 crores this year. Sir, I'm saying this because they have reduced nearly 1,100 crores this year. So I'm requesting the Honourable Minister to explain this. Secondly, my state of AP is suffering from drought in more than 300 mandals, and the state government requested for additional mandates under Narega for the drought-affected districts. I request the Honourable Minister to provide additional mandates to Andhra Pradesh. Thirdly, you have reduced allocation when expenditure is more. Sir, the expenditure on Narega was 125% of budget in 16-17, 115% in 17-18, and 111% in 18-19. So reducing the allocation by the Finance Minister is not justified. If you look at asset creation under Narega, it has also come down from 99% in 13-14 to 90% in 16-17 and reached an all-time low of 72% in 17-18. So I can only request the Honourable Minister to please address this problem before it goes out of hand. Sir, the next point is about farmer suicides in the country. Between 95 to 2013, you will be shocked to know that 2,95,500 farmers have committed suicide in India. I have separate figures released year-wise by NCRB. Sir, I'm just coming, sir. Just give me 2 minutes and I'll complete. Sir,
only 2 minutes.
From 2012 to 2016, there's roughly about 12,000 farmers who are committing suicide every year. Data on farmer suicide has not been published after 2016, sir. This clearly indicates that farmer suicides are unabated, and that may be the reason why the government is not publishing data for the last 3 years. Sir, a new trend has started of giving money to farmers in 2 to 3 installments, be it the PM Kisan scheme or schemes launched by various states. For the PM Kisan scheme, 75,000 crores or 57% of the agriculture budget has been allocated for this scheme. But the amount received by each farmer, irrespective of the area of land owned by them, is 6,000 per year. Sir, there's about 1,200, that works out to about 12 crore beneficiaries. Are they all in distress, sir? All these 12 crore farmers, are they all in distress? What about tenant farmers, sir? They're the most affected, the most in distress, and they've been also left out. Sir, this is a massive populist scheme to buy goodwill and to buy the votes of farmers. What will 6,000 for a farmer contemplating suicide do for him? Maybe he can go for a last round of drinks before he goes home and hangs himself, sir. Sir, I would like to ask, what is the research that was done before arriving at this figure? What were the cost of the seeds and other input costs? Indeed, the PM Kisan scheme is now being positioned as a direct cash assistance scheme to improve rural consumption. Instead of focus on farmers' distress, the government is only worrying about rural consumption, sir. So, coming to R&D, other members have already spoken about it, but the need to go from 0.37% to at least 1% of the agriculture GDP should be considered, sir.
Thank you,
sir. More than half of the budget is being given as cash transfer to improve consumption. But the real issues of farmers are facing are being underserved in this budget, sir. Unviability of farmers is the real problem that needs to be solved. Instead of spending 57% on giving money away to farmers who are not affected, I'd like the Honourable Minister to focus on improving the viability of farmers and making them viable, sir. That's what they need, not 6,000 rupees a year. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
వార్తా వాణి న్యూస్ ఛానల్ ఎప్పటికప్పుడు రాజకీయ, సినీ విశేషాలు, స్పోర్ట్స్ మరియు సాంకేతిక పరమైన మరెన్నో విషయాలను మన ముందుకు తెస్తుంది. మరింత సమాచారం కొరకు వార్తా వాణి న్యూస్ ఛానల్ ని సబ్స్క్రైబ్ చేయండి.